It's time for the mic drop. This is where we focus on one topic to end our show. It's unquestionable that football has long since overtaken baseball as America's favorite pastime. We enjoy watching it being played on every level, from Pop Warner to high school to college to the NFL. And as fans, players, parents, and family members, we accept the levels of violence that come with it. But we don't often consider what could happen during the course of a game, which is why none of us, not one of us, was prepared for what we witnessed last night. Damar Hamlin collapsing to the turf following the completion of what looked to be a routine play, a simple tackle. No different than hundreds, if not thousands, we've already seen. We didn't know in the moment that he had suffered cardiac arrest, but we knew from the reaction of his fellow players that it was serious, deadly serious. We watched hardened men reduced to tears as emergency personnel worked to bring their friend and teammate back to us. And we all should be thankful that those paramedics were there. As of now, Damar is at the University of Cincinnati's Medical Center's intensive care unit in critical condition. And he's undoubtedly going to be there for the foreseeable future. But he is alive, and with that comes hope. It was an unimaginable situation. But the coaches, the Bengals' Zach Taylor and the Bills' Sean McDermott especially, handled it admirably, choosing together in the moment to pause the game before the NFL decided to postpone it. I do wonder if they hadn't made this decision, would the NFL have made theirs? Or would they have had the players pick it back up like nothing happened? We'll never know, but decency isn't a trait I look for in those running this particular league. With a few exceptions, the media covered the game. Announcers, analysts, and former players handled themselves admirably, immediately understanding the seriousness of the moment and letting us see what it meant to them as well. And for the most part, the analysis I've heard today has been frank and measured. Now, how do I feel about it? Well, I don't believe we can blame the game for this particular tragedy. We can for a lot of others, concussions, CTE, ex-players living in excruciating pain after the league and the adoring public has moved on from them, but not this particular moment, at least not yet. Right now, this just seems to be a rare freak occurrence, which is probably why it's so shocking. But maybe it's time that we begin to reckon with the extreme violence of this sport and why it is that we allow it to consume us. Is it the cost on the bodies and minds of these athletes worth our entertainment? I honestly don't know. But I do know this. Anyone attempting to use the moment to push an anti-science agenda should be ashamed of themselves. And that's all I have to say to you. As for the rest of you, save a space in your thoughts for Damar, his family, and friends. Here's to hoping that he makes a full and healthy recovery. And if you find it in your heart, feel free to donate to his Chasing M's Foundation Community Toy Drive. The kids would surely appreciate it, as would he.